Well, I beat Sonic Frontiers. Wormhole, you don't get an intro because you're a bad boy, you fuck. I said no intro. So yeah, Sonic Frontiers is a game that happened. I beat it already. I thought it was gonna be a huge game, and it was kind of big. Pretty sure Sonic Unleashed was bigger. Maybe there's more crap crammed into Sonic Frontiers. Did I say Sonic Frontiers at the beginning? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. It just wasn't that big of a game. It took me like 15 hours to beat it, and that was without me like rushing around. I was trying to explore and like have fun with the landscape and stuff and the little puzzles to get love and friendship things and gears and keys and emeralds. I fished with Big twice. I mean, there's not much to that. You get a fuck ton of coins to like buy the right to fish with him. Is Big even aware he's in the Matrix? Who cares? Big is everywhere. But yeah, like I thought they said this was gonna be like a big 30-hour game or something, or 20 at least. It was gonna be huge with things. But it was 4 maps, and those 4 maps were kind of small. There's a lot to like do in them. It's just it also got kind of old and repetitive, but it's still pretty fun because like there was a bunch of rails and puzzles, and obstacle courses and whatnot. But like the islands, I don't know, they weren't sprawling or anything. There was a lot to find in them, but they weren't particularly big, I guess. There's only like 4 of them, like I said. One of them just has 6 towers you have to deactivate. It's meant to be like a smaller thing, and really that should have been the final map, I believe. It's kind of weird that they made it the 3rd one, because like in the first 3, you're rescuing Amy, Knuckles, and Tails in that order, and then you go deactivate some towers, and Eggman's daughter joins you, because he made a digital Digimon girl. The plot is that she trapped Eggman in the virtual world so that the end wouldn't kill him when it awoke and destroyed the world. And the others got sucked in kind of by accident, I guess. So there's plot development, character development, sub-development for Eggman, because he has a daughter he cares about, which is nice, and you see it, like, especially towards the end, but all throughout he's impressed by her and kind of, like, praising her. But yeah, he has a daughter, and he cares about her. And in the 3rd map, she kind of starts to trust Sonic. She is more and more throughout the game. But then in the 4th map, you're giving her token things to... Well, I don't really know. Because in the first 3 maps, you're... Is there 5 maps? Wait, there's 5. So in the first 3 maps, you're like giving some kind of essence thing based on each character to that character. Like you're collecting hearts for Amy because of love. Knuckles, you're collecting thing because he's Knuckles. The Tails gets wrenches because he's smart. I think Knuckles gets something with fighting. I don't fucking know. And it helps them not be holograms, I guess. Kind of recorporealizes them somewhat because they're trapped in the digital world. Except the daughter lady, you're also giving her hearts. But it's not really clear why. You're just giving them to her and she gives you lore. But in the tower world, you get some cool lore about like the people that made all the stuff in the game. They're like an ancient civilization from another planet. And the end is a big fucking moon thing that destroyed their planet for reasons. I guess it tells you during this fight that it ate a lot of planets and stars and people. So I guess it just kind of went around doing that. And Sage, which is Eggman's Digimon, somehow she like knew it was coming based on... I don't know what that's based on, because she just seemed to know, and that's why everybody went to the digital world for their safety. Huh. She just knew, I guess. But yeah, this alien civilization made the Chaos Emeralds, and I guess the Master Emerald was on Earth? No, they used them. I don't know if they made them. I thought it was implied that they just found them because the Master Emerald's on Earth and drew the Chaos Emeralds to it, and that's how the aliens found Earth. And then went extinct for some fucking reason. They don't really say why. They just did. Maybe their planet got destroyed and there just wasn't enough of them. So they uploaded a bunch of themselves memories. No, they only updated their memories. They make a point to say that. Nobody preserved, like, their essence the way Eggman and them got sucked. But yeah, they just like die out. And the Coco Korok clone things are like charms that they had that were meant to like store their memories and stuff for and to store things I don't even have apparently. Just like their thoughts and records, I guess, but not without preserving their actual minds because nobody was uploaded into any of them. They're just kind of there to like catalog their existence. But then they kind of took on a life of their own. But then like you do these mini games to help them out to do something because they seem to have missions they want to do. It's not clear. I guess they're trying to help defend the ruins and stuff. And they just like fucking die. They like give out their essence to something and then die most of the time. So that's not clear either. But the alien race was like a bunch of chaos looking guys. They looked like first form chaos and had the Korok things inside of them because I think they were actively recording their memories in them. So they were put there. I guess that's never really said either. And it's not explained why they look like chaos. They use the chaos emeralds and just look like him. Almost exactly like him, really. And like I said, the end, it's not entirely clear what that is. They build it up as this big thing that like is going to destroy everything and destroyed the aliens. And then it's just a big purple moon. You don't get to see like some true form or anything. I guess it was possessing the Titans Sonic fights throughout the game, which those fights are cool, kind of, but also sort of jank. And they get music that's like reminiscent of Metal Gear Rising. And it's cool because it seems like they'd be end bosses for like other Sonic games, but they're just bosses for this one. There's like one to each island. Well, the 4 that had friend people on them. Then there's the Tower Island. I don't think that had a boss. I don't remember. It didn't. I actually have to look that up. My brain is dumb. Oh yeah, there's 4. Okay, so the island with the towers, you're just switching things. Good game if I could fucking remember that. I just played it. It was yesterday. The stream where I was on that island was yesterday, and then today was the one where I beat it. One of the islands, though, like the Titan, there's a Titan who just kind of shows up once you activate a volcano, and it burns away some fog that he's hiding in. But there's this fortress thing flying around that, like, tries to kill you once you get to the island, and then when you get close enough, it tries to kill you again. That's not the Titan. It's not even related to the Titan. It's not clear what that thing is. He's just, I forget what his name even is, but he's just there, like, lasering you and shooting fucking death. But I don't know what he is. I don't even know if you can fight him. I forgot to go back and try. The ending kind of just sapped my will to play more. But I'll get to that. Oh, you know, just going back to the end, I forgot. It talks about other bosses Sonic has fought, because it mentions how he's fought like gods and things, and kind of talks about what he's been through, and then tries to claim that it's like something better than that, because it's nothing. It's the end of all and whatever, but it's like, you're just playing Ikaruga against it, and it's just a moon. It's not even challenging. You have to switch to hard mode to get to the true ending to see this thing, at least this fight, and it's not difficult at all. I came close to losing once, the only time, but I didn't. But yeah, speaking of that, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go out of order. I made an outline during the stream and the credits. Multitasking. Nobody's watching anyway. Just fuck it. So yeah, the true ending is really weird to get to, because when you're on the final island and you get the 6th emerald, Eggman shows up, gives you the 7th one, because most of the way through the game, Sage convinces him to join forces with Sonic so they could stop the end because they have 0% chance of winning. But them working together, there was never a simulation done on that, so she wasn't sure of the odds. So she was like, do it. And Eggman's like, all right, fuck it. There's a cool moment where he's like, this isn't an alliance, I'm inducting you into the Eggman Empire. So you're just one of my subjects and you're helping, thanks. And Sonic's like, all right, I mean, whatever. So Sonic's in the Eggman Empire. And if you play the game on normal mode up to this point, you just fight, like, the 4th Titan, which is, like, this man who's got, like, he's got a big fucking piece. Which is like a sniper rifle, I guess. It barely plays into the fight. It's a weird fight. Super easy. The most awkward, kind of boring of the Titan fights. They're already all awkward and weird, but pretty fun overall. But you beat him, and then next thing you know, like, Sage takes over the Titan, because for some reason this time Sonic doesn't blow it to fucking hell. And then Sage flies into the space, and Sonic goes with, and Eggman's like,
"Go, my daughter. Fulfill your destiny."
well, your function. And he's, like, actually attached to her and sad to see her go. And she basically, like, they get to space, Sonic gets thrown at the end, which is just a moon. There's, like, a little button press QuickTime thing. He flies through it. Then she flies into the moon, because it's about to blow up, or maybe change into its final form. I don't know. But she flies in with the Titan into the explosion, and that prevents something? I don't know. And they block a laser together. It's weird. And that's the end. That's it. All done. But if you switch it to hard mode before you get that 6th emerald, you get to fight the boss Titan thing again. And I did not really notice it being that much harder. Still beat it. It was mind-numbingly easy, all in one try. And, you know, same thing happens. But this time, once you get into space, you get to play Ikaruga. Because there's a moment where Sage makes, like, the gun thing that the Titan had pop out of its back, and it totally looks like a fucking one of them shooter plane game things. But in the normal mode ending, it switches to that, but then she flies off from a top-down view. You think you're about to play Ikaruga or something, and no, then it cuts to the scene where the game ends. And she throws Sonic through the moon and all that shit I mentioned. But in hard mode, you get that, they switch to that view with the gun out. And then you play Ikaruga against the moon. You got a dark shot and a light shot, and you gotta like match with lasers that absorb things that do laser attack, which takes really long to do damage and hurt. But it's the only way to hurt it is by things. It's not important. Just fuck it. But the funny thing is, like, this fight, you already do it 2 other times when you're hacking computers on the island to get, like, further, make more progress. You do it twice on the final island, and then once at another point in the game, I think when you're hacking a Death Egg robot thing. It's really weird. It's like the same fucking hacking, I guess. So you've already played Ikaruga, like, watered down version 3 times. Then they have the gall to make it the final fight when you've already just done it twice. Like, within the span of an hour, I played Ikaruga 3 times. It wasn't even, like, hard or that fun, I guess. So you can tell this boss fight was kind of rushed. This whole thing was towards the end.